The glass shattered against the tile with a sound like a bone snapping. Red wine bled across the grout, pooling around the shards like a crime scene. Everyone froze, Sarah's friends mid-laugh, forks suspended, the playlist stuttering into silence. I stood in the doorway, my own laughter dying in my throat, the word worthless still hanging in the air like smoke. Sarah's eyes found mine across the candlelit dining room. For a second her face was a mask, shock, then something else. Regret? Calculation? She recovered first. Jesus, Alex, you scared me. You're early. I wasn't supposed to be here. The client dinner had ended at 9. I'd told her I'd be late. But the steak was overcooked, the investor a bore. And I'd wanted to surprise her with the tiramisu from that place on 9th she loved. The box was still in my hand, ridiculous now, its ribbon crushed in my fist. Worthless, I repeated, tasting the word. It wasn't the first time she'd said it, but never like this, never in front of them. Mia's mouth formed a perfect O. Jake coughed into his napkin. The others stared at their plates like they'd suddenly become fascinating. Sarah stood, smoothing her dress. The black one. The one she wore when she wanted to feel powerful. It was a joke, Alex. We were just joking, I finished. My voice sounded foreign. Calm. Too calm. About me. Her friends shifted. Someone's chair scraped. I could smell the garlic bread burning in the kitchen, the rosemary on the lamb. The room was too warm, the air thick with perfume and awkwardness. Sarah took a step toward me, her heels clicking like accusations. You're overreacting, she said softly. Come sit. Eat. I looked at the table. 8 place settings. 8. We'd planned for 6. The extra chairs were new, sleek, expensive. Not ours. I'd never seen them before. Who else is coming? I asked. Her hesitation was a heartbeat too long. Just a colleague. From the firm. The lie sat between us like a third person. I knew her tells. The way her left thumb rubbed her ring finger when she was nervous. She was doing it now. The diamond I'd saved for 6 months to buy caught the light, mocking me. I set the tiramisu on the counter. The box left a damp ring on the marble. I'll pass. Alex. I was already moving. Past the table, past their averted eyes. My jacket hung by the door, the one she bought me last Christmas. Leather, buttersoft. I shrugged it on, the weight familiar, grounding. Sarah followed, her voice rising. Don't do this. Not in front of your friends. I turned. The ones who think I'm worthless? Mia stood now, her face pale. Sarah, maybe you should. Stay out of it, Mia. Sarah's voice cracked like a whip. Then softer to me. Please. Let's talk upstairs. The word upstairs hit me wrong. Our bedroom was upstairs. The one with the new sheets, the ones that smelled like someone else's cologne. I'd noticed last week but blamed the dry cleaner. Denial is a hell of a drug. I looked at her, really looked. The flush high on her cheeks, the way her hair was mussed just so. Not from cooking. The lipstick smudged at the corner of her mouth. Not her shade. How long? I asked. Her eyes widened. What? The colleague. How long? The room went still. Even the playlist had given up. Sarah's mouth opened, closed. Jake cleared his throat. Alex, man, maybe. Shut up, Jake. My voice was steel. I didn't know I had it in me. Sarah's shoulders sagged. The mask slipped. 3 months, she whispered. 3 months. 90 days. The promotion she'd celebrated with champagne. The late nights at the office. The way she'd stopped touching me, claiming exhaustion. The texts I'd stopped checking because I trusted her. God, I trusted her. I laughed. Came out broken. The extra chairs. They're his. She didn't deny it. That was the worst part. I reached for the door. My hand shook. Behind me someone gasped, Mia, maybe. Sarah's voice cracked. Alex, wait. I love you. The words were a knife. Clean, precise. I turned back. Her face was wet now, mascara tracking black rivers down her cheeks. She looked small. Human. Not the woman who'd gutted me in front of strangers. You love me, I said. But you needed more. It wasn't about you being worthless, she said. It was about me. I felt trapped. The mortgage, the routines. He made me feel alive. Alive. The word burned. I thought of the mornings I'd made her coffee just the way she liked, oat milk, 2 sugars. The way I'd held her hair when she was sick. The plans we'd made. Italy next spring. A dog. Kids someday. All of it Ash. I opened the door. The hallway smelled like rain and garlic from the neighbor's takeout. My keys were in my pocket, heavy as guilt. Where are you going? She asked. I didn't know. The city stretched out below, all neon and noise. Somewhere a siren wailed. My phone buzzed, probably work. Or her. I didn't check. Somewhere I'm not worthless, I said. The door closed behind me with a soft click. Not a slam. Not dramatic. Just final. In the elevator, I caught my reflection in the mirrored walls. Eyes red, jaw clenched. The man she'd called worthless stared back. But there was something else now. Steel. Not the kind that breaks. The doors opened to the lobby. The doorman nodded, oblivious. Outside, the rain had started. Fat drops that soaked through my jacket instantly. I didn't care. My phone buzzed again. This time I looked. A text from an unknown number. A photo. Sarah in our bed. The black dress pooled on the floor. A man's hand on her thigh, familiar. Too familiar. Jake. The colleague wasn't a colleague. He was her best friend's husband. The one who'd coughed into his napkin. The one who'd looked away. I stared at the photo until the rain blurred it. Then I deleted it. Not because it didn't matter. Because it did. But some betrayals you carry alone. I walked into the night. The city swallowing me whole. Behind me the apartment lights flickered. 8 place settings, 7 people, 1 empty chair. The tiramisu would go stale on the counter. The wine would finish bleeding into the grout. And somewhere upstairs, Sarah would cry into sheets that weren't just hers anymore. But I was done bleeding. The rain tasted like salt and freedom. I didn't look back.